other families not experience the same loss that we did. Parkview Sports Medicine is helping us get in front of the local students. This is simply not a topic that they're talking about in schools.
Drive his fist into the floor, or on a couple occasions, drive his fist.
This is illegal. I mean, how can they be selling illegal drugs over the internet?
He was hanging on the door.
And why it's important they want to stay away from using performance-enhancing drugs.
And then storm upstairs to his bedroom.
These are black market drugs. There's absolutely no regulation. This stuff, much of it's coming from overseas.
Here's an eye-opener for parents. The average age that a child starts taking dietary supplements is 10.8 years old, so they would likely still be playing in the minor division of Little League. Taylor Hooten. Taylor Hooten, a former Little Leaguer, was a 17-year-old high school athlete from Plano, Texas. He was told to get bigger and stronger to improve his odds of making the varsity baseball team. He turned to anabolic steroids. Shortly after, he took his own life due to these drugs. Taylor Hooten was a talented 17-year-old baseballer who took his own life in 2003 after withdrawal from anabolic steroids. His father, Don, said the withdrawal had been his son's passing away sentence.
I shared my brother Taylor's story, who took his life as a result of using anabolic steroids.
Everyone listening to this needs to be asking what I hear all the time. Well, how is that possible?
One of the things when you lose anyone through suicide is all of the what ifs.
Taylor Hooten Foundation in his memory to enlighten the world to the truths about appearance and performance enhancing substances.
And a lack of knowledge about steroid use and its widespread use cost Taylor his life. After his son died, he reached out to medical experts and was shocked to learn how dangerous the drugs were and how many young people were using them. He said that Taylor was in his high school baseball team, and they confirmed that half his team were actively using steroids. He wanted to share his knowledge and initially worked with his son's high school to run a program to educate students and parents about AAS. His plight was picked up by news media across the country. He soon discovered what he thought was a local problem was much bigger. The foundation. Taylor's parents, family, and friends started the Taylor Hooten Foundation in his memory after learning that Taylor and many other teenagers throughout the nation used steroids and appearance and performance-enhancing drugs. The foundation has set out to help educate parents, children, and coaches about the dangers of using these drugs. The Taylor Hooten Foundation was formed in 2004 in memory of Taylor E. Hooten, a 17-year-old high school student from Plano, Texas. Taylor took his own life on July 15, 2003, as a result of using anabolic steroids. Today, the THF is the leader in educating youth and adult influencers on the dangers of anabolic steroids, human growth hormone, dietary supplements, and other appearance and performance-enhancing substances. When a record has an asterisk next to it, it means there's doubt that the athlete accomplished that feat on their own. More often than not, this is due to suspected use of appearance and performance-enhancing substances. The Taylor Hooten Foundation's Plus is a positive alternative.
Make educated, healthy decisions when it comes to the dietary supplements they're using, their nutrition, as well as staying away.
Typically with tears in his eyes, apologizing to his mom or I.
And not only did he want to get his body bigger, but he wanted to improve his chances of playing on the varsity team.
Internet companies, whether it's YouTube or Google or any of the other major players in this industry, to take up.
And when I turned the corner, there he was.
The THF Plus stands for Achievement, Accountability, and Authenticity. When people wear the THF Plus, it tells the world that they put in the hard work themselves. It stands for the blood, sweat, and tears that went into honing their craft. Plus is a proud reminder, not of what's been achieved, but the integrity with which they got there. The issue with raising awareness. Don's endeavors were not always met with a warm reception, encountering resistance both from the user community and sports authorities. Initially, there was an evident reluctance to acknowledge the existence of the issue. Over time, this resistance has somewhat diminished, but it's still not apparent that people are highly enthusiastic about addressing the problem. At a more broad level, parents are more willing to discuss the problem as a societal concern, but they are hesitant to believe that their own child could be tempted to engage with it. The accessibility of social media platforms has provided a conduit for suppliers of appearance and performance-enhancing substances to introduce these drugs into the personal spaces of young individuals. Unlike substances such as heroin or cocaine that require seekers to venture into hidden markets, the allure of these substances is subtly presented to them while they sit at their computers.
As well as parents, the adult influencers that help influence these young people with.
In hindsight, all of the signs of steroid usage were there.
My younger brother, Taylor, was in high school. He was 16 years old.
Dirt. Who knows what in the heck is really in these vials?
At 17, the official cause of death was suicide by hanging.
A recent investigation carried out over 6 months by a Washington-based organization named the Digital Citizens Alliance delved into the online sale of these substances, focusing on platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. According to the report titled Digital Platforms on Steroids, it reveals that a considerable number of Americans have turned to using appearance and performance-enhancing drugs. These substances are readily available through drug dealers who promote the sale of anabolic steroids and human growth hormone online. Curiously, digital platforms seem to overlook this illicit activity. Parental concerns and Foundation's mission. Parents were taken aback upon discovering the prevalence of kids using APEDs, as expressed by Don Hooten, founder and president of THF and the father of Taylor Hooten. The Foundation's establishment aimed to tackle this issue head-on by increasing awareness about the widespread use of drugs and educating individuals about the perils of steroids and other APEDs. Partnership for Online Education. In a bid to educate participants of Little League, parents, players, and volunteers, Little League has joined forces with the Taylor Hooten Foundation to develop a series of online educational resources. Alarming statistics and beyond steroids. A startling figure of nearly 2 million high school and middle school students openly admitted to using anabolic steroids.
The reality is they are, and it is extremely prolific, and we need law enforcement.
Right? He was told you need to get bigger, stronger, faster in order to do so. Everyday decisions. We did visit with the Parkview Sports Medicine medical staff, with the professional athletic baseball trainers, talking to kids about the dangers of performance-enhancing drugs.
His pitching fist through a sheetrock wall. Curse.
Additionally, there are millions more who resort to unregulated products commonly found in health and vitamin stores. Compounding the issue, up to a quarter of these dietary supplements are tainted with banned substances, illustrating a problem that extends beyond just steroids. Indicators of steroid abuse. Some observable signs of steroid abuse encompass skin issues, such as acne and excessive oiliness, heightened paranoia, unpleasant breath, and mood swings characterized by periods of depression and aggressive behavior known as roid rage. Perception versus reality. A mere 17% of American adults view steroid usage as a significant concern among high school athletes. This lack of awareness doesn't come as a surprise to Hooten, who understands that young individuals tend to keep such behavior concealed, mirroring the actions of their admired role models. While the media often emphasizes doping accusations against elite athletes, the more pressing aspect is the widespread use of these drugs among our youth. Preserving Little League's values. The essence of Little League transcends mere on-field performance. It's about nurturing qualities like teamwork, sportsmanship, dedication, and good citizenship. Within this framework, steroids and APEDs have no place. The initiative, spearheaded by the Taylor Hooten Foundation, can play a pivotal role in ensuring the safety and enriching experience of your young Little Leaguer. THF's solution. Research findings have indicated that a significant 85% of high school students have not received any form of education concerning the potential hazards associated with the use of appearance and performance-enhancing substances. In response to this, the THF is dedicated to instigating change. The Foundation firmly believes that initiating conversations with both young individuals and the influential adults in their lives constitutes the primary stride toward cultivating a generation that consciously opts to lead lives untouched by the use of APEDs.
Make very obnoxious statements to his mom or I.
Other families not experience the same loss that we did. Parkview Sports Medicine is helping us get in front of the local students. So it's a great place to be able to talk to them about that, share with them personally what I went through, what our family went through.
It's contaminated with everything from lead to mercury to zinc, tin, arsenic.
THF has introduced its comprehensive assembly program known as All Me to diverse audiences, including students, athletes, and adults, across the US, Canada, and Latin America. This program has been meticulously developed in collaboration with the medical community, athletic trainers, experts from various universities, and most importantly, young individuals themselves. The collective input has resulted in an impactful program that not only imparts a compelling and easily comprehensible message, but is also imbued with a strong sense of integrity. Impact on bodybuilding. Renowned bodybuilder Ronnie Coleman reflected on the golden ascent of bodybuilding, a journey that seemed destined for greatness until an unforeseen incident abruptly altered its course. With a tinge of nostalgia, Coleman recounted how the sport had been steadily soaring, gathering momentum and respect, until an incident he viewed as a turning point cast a shadow over its progress. In his recollections, Coleman vividly recounted the incident that he believed had significant repercussions. He recalled a young aspiring bodybuilder who sought to expedite his gains by resorting to performance-enhancing drugs. The initial intention was to magnify his physique, to stand out amongst the throngs of competitors, but the outcome proved catastrophic. The ill-fated decision not only affected the young man's own life, but sent shockwaves throughout the entire bodybuilding community. The consequences were far-reaching, as Coleman expounded upon the cascading impact that followed. The trust that had been meticulously built among bodybuilders and fans alike was suddenly shattered.
Hi, man. Yeah, the gym is empty today. Nobody wants to work. Hey, guys, it's your boy Big Braun here, and we are at Yeah, buddy! Wait! And I'm about to beat my boys Otani and Mike Trout. That's another challenge.
The incident laid bare the darker side of the sport, exposing a hidden underbelly that threatened its integrity. With transparency compromised, the sport itself teetered on the precipice of doubt and skepticism. In the wake of this incident, a collective reckoning ensued. Every bodybuilder was now compelled to confront their own choices and practices. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.